Have you ever found yourself thinking, why does my body feel like it's working against me these days? If you've been feeling sluggish or dealing with digestive issues like constipation, trust me, you're not alone. Many seniors experience this, and while it might seem like just another part of aging, the truth is that there are simple, natural ways to help your body get back on track. Today, we're going to talk about something that affects so many of us, but doesn't have to define our daily lives. We'll uncover 5 surprising foods that can naturally ease constipation and get things moving again. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Why focus on food? Well, as we age, our bodies change. Our metabolism slows down. Our digestion isn't as efficient as it used to be, and sometimes, even the simplest things like staying regular can become a challenge. But here's the good news. Small changes in your diet can make a big difference. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated treatments. Sometimes, all it takes is adding a few specific foods to your meals to see real improvement. So, if you're ready to feel lighter, more energized, and more comfortable, stick around because we're diving into the first couple of foods that can help you feel your best. Let's start with one of the easiest and most versatile options out there, prunes. Now, I know prunes might bring up some jokes about being old-fashioned, but hear me out. These little dried plums are packed with fiber, which is essential for keeping things moving through your digestive system. Fiber acts like a broom, sweeping waste out of your body. And prunes don't just stop at fiber, they also contain sorbitol, a natural sugar alcohol that has a mild laxative effect. Sorbitol helps draw water into your intestines, softening your stool and making it easier to pass. The best part, you don't need to eat a ton of them to see results. Just a handful, a quarter cup or so, can make a noticeable difference. You can enjoy them as a snack, chop them up and add them to oatmeal, or even blend them into a smoothie. They're sweet, chewy, and surprisingly satisfying. Now, if prunes aren't your thing, don't worry. There's another powerhouse food that's just as effective, chia seeds. These tiny seeds might look unassuming, but they're anything but ordinary. When you mix chia seeds with liquid, they form a gel-like consistency thanks to their high soluble fiber content. This gel helps keep your stool soft and easy to pass. Plus, chia seeds are incredibly nutrient-dense. They're loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for your heart and brain. And they're also rich in calcium and magnesium, 2 minerals that are especially important as we age. The best part about chia seeds is how versatile they are. You can sprinkle them on yogurt, mix them into smoothies, or even use them to make a pudding. Just remember to drink plenty of water when you're eating chia seeds, because they absorb a lot of liquid. Staying hydrated is key to getting the full benefits. You might be wondering, how do I even start incorporating these foods into my routine? It's simpler than you think. Start small. Maybe swap out your usual snack for a few prunes, or sprinkle a teaspoon of chia seeds onto your morning cereal. Over time, you'll find that these changes become second nature. And trust me, your body will thank you. Speaking of small changes, let's move on to another food that's not only delicious, but also incredibly effective at keeping your digestion running smoothly. Kiwi fruit. Kiwi is one of those fruits that often gets overlooked, but it's a true gem when it comes to digestive health. A single kiwi contains about 2.5 grams of fiber, which is impressive for such a small fruit. But what really sets kiwi apart is an enzyme called actinidin. This enzyme helps break down proteins in your stomach, making digestion more efficient. Some studies have even shown that eating 2 kiwis a day can significantly improve bowel movements in people who struggle with constipation. Isn't that amazing? Plus, kiwi is packed with vitamin C, which supports your immune system, and it's hydrating thanks to its high water content. You can eat kiwi on its own, slice it up, and add it to a fruit salad, or blend it into a refreshing smoothie. It's a delicious way to support your digestive health. Now that we've covered prunes, chia seeds, and kiwi, you're probably starting to see a pattern here. These foods aren't just about fixing constipation. They're about nourishing your body and giving it the tools it needs to function at its best. But we're not done yet. There's another food that's been a staple in kitchens for centuries and has incredible benefits for digestion. It's something you've probably had in your pantry all along, but you might not realize just how powerful it is. Let's talk about oats. Oats are one of the most fiber-rich foods you can eat, and they're especially high in a type of fiber called beta-glucan. Beta-glucan is a soluble fiber that forms a gel-like substance in your gut, helping to soften your stool and promote regularity. But oats don't just help with constipation. They're also great for your heart and can even help stabilize your blood sugar levels. Whether you prefer steel-cut, rolled, or quick oats, they all offer the same digestive benefits. You can enjoy them as oatmeal for breakfast, bake them into cookies, or even use them as a topping for yogurt. The possibilities are endless. Now that we've explored prunes, chia seeds, kiwi, and oats, you're well on your way to discovering how simple dietary changes can transform your digestive health. But there's still one more food we need to talk about. A food that's not only delicious but also incredibly effective at keeping your digestion in check. Let's dive into that next. Now that we've talked about prunes, chia seeds, kiwi, and oats, let's move on to another food that's been a cherished remedy for digestive issues for centuries: flax seeds. If you've ever heard the phrase, an oldie but a goodie, flax seeds are the perfect example. These tiny brown or golden seeds might not look like much, but they pack a serious punch when it comes to supporting your digestion. Like chia seeds, flax seeds are rich in soluble fiber, which helps soften your stool and promote regularity. But what makes flax seeds truly special is their high lignin content. Lignans are plant compounds that have antioxidant properties and may even support hormonal balance, which can be especially beneficial as we age. One of the best ways to enjoy flax seeds is by grinding them up. Whole flax seeds can sometimes pass through your digestive system without being fully broken down, so grinding them ensures your body can absorb all their nutrients. You can easily grind them in a coffee grinder or blender and sprinkle the powder onto just about anything: yogurt, oatmeal, soups, or even salads. Some people like to mix ground flax seeds into smoothies or blend them into baked goods like muffins or bread. It's an effortless way to add more fiber to your diet without drastically changing your meals. And just like with chia seeds, make sure you're drinking plenty of water when you're eating flax seeds. Hydration is key to helping these fiber-rich foods do their job. Speaking of hydration, did you know that many people mistake dehydration for constipation? It's true. As we get older, our sense of thirst can diminish, which means we might not realize we're not drinking enough water. Flax seeds, chia seeds, and even oats need water to work effectively, so always keep a glass or bottle nearby. Staying hydrated doesn't just help with digestion, it also supports your skin, joints, and overall energy levels. So while we're focusing on foods today, don't forget that water is one of the most important tools you have for keeping your body running smoothly. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about something that's often associated with indulgence, but can actually be a digestive superhero: dark leafy greens. I'm talking about spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and collard greens. These greens are nutritional powerhouses, packed with fiber, magnesium, and water, all of which are essential for healthy digestion. Magnesium, in particular, plays a crucial role in muscle function, including the muscles in your intestines. When your magnesium levels are low, your digestive system can slow down, making constipation more likely. Dark leafy greens are an easy and delicious way to give your body the magnesium it needs to keep things moving. But here's the thing about leafy greens: they don't have to be boring. If the thought of steamed spinach makes you cringe, don't worry. There are so many creative ways to incorporate these greens into your meals. For example, you can sauté them with garlic and olive oil for a flavorful side dish, blend them into a smoothie with fruit to mask the taste, or even toss them into soups and stews. If you're feeling adventurous, try making kale chips by tossing kale leaves with a little olive oil and baking them until crispy. They're a crunchy, satisfying snack that's way healthier than potato chips. The point is, there's no shortage of ways to enjoy these nutrient-packed greens, so don't be afraid to experiment. At this stage, You might be wondering how all these foods fit together. Can you really eat prunes, chia seeds, kiwi, oats, flax seeds, and leafy greens all in one day? The answer is yes and no. You don't need to overload your plate with all of these foods at once. Instead, think of them as options you can rotate into your meals throughout the week. Maybe you start your day with a bowl of oatmeal topped with kiwi slices and a sprinkle of flax seeds. For lunch, you could enjoy a salad loaded with spinach and kale. And for a snack, you might reach for a handful of prunes or a chia seed pudding. It's all about finding what works for you and making small, sustainable changes that add up over time. Now, let's circle back to something I mentioned earlier, the importance of variety. While each of these foods has its own unique benefits, combining them gives your body a broader range of nutrients. For example, pairing fiber-rich foods like oats and flax seeds with hydrating foods like kiwi and leafy greens creates a balanced approach to digestive health. And remember, it's not just about fixing constipation, it's about creating habits that support your overall well-being. That's why our final food is so exciting. It's something that's not only delicious, but also incredibly versatile and easy to incorporate into your diet. Let's talk about sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are often celebrated for their vibrant color and natural sweetness, but they're also a fantastic food for digestive health. They're rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber, which work together to keep your digestive system running smoothly. Soluble fiber helps soften your stool, while insoluble fiber adds bulk, making it easier for waste to move through your intestines. Sweet potatoes are also packed with vitamins and minerals, including vitamin A, which supports your immune system and promotes healthy skin. Plus, they're naturally sweet, so they satisfy cravings without the need for added sugar. There are countless ways to enjoy sweet potatoes. You can bake them whole and top them with a dollop of Greek yogurt and a sprinkle of cinnamon for a comforting treat. Or, if you're looking for something savory, try roasting cubed sweet potatoes with olive oil, rosemary, and a pinch of sea salt. They're also great mashed, blended into soups, or even spiralized into noodles. No matter how you prepare them, sweet potatoes are a delicious and nutritious addition to your diet. By now, you've learned about 6 incredible foods that can naturally ease constipation and support your digestive health. From prunes and chia seeds to kiwi, oats, flax seeds, leafy greens, and sweet potatoes, these foods offer a variety of flavors, textures, and nutrients to keep your meals interesting and your body happy. But before we wrap things up, let's take a moment to summarize what we've covered and talk about how you can put all of this into action. Stay tuned because we're almost there. By now, we've explored an impressive lineup of foods that can naturally ease constipation and support your digestive health, from the fiber-rich goodness of prunes, chia seeds, and oats, to the hydrating and nutrient-packed benefits of kiwi, leafy greens, and sweet potatoes. You've got a toolkit of options to choose from. But here's the thing. It's not just about knowing which foods are helpful. It's about making them a regular part of your life in a way that feels sustainable and enjoyable. So, let's talk about how you can take all of this information and turn it into action. One of the easiest ways to start is by thinking about your current meals and identifying small opportunities to incorporate these foods. For example, if you already enjoy oatmeal for breakfast, why not sprinkle some ground flax seeds on top or add a few slices of kiwi? If you're someone who loves salads, toss in some baby spinach or kale alongside your usual greens. And if you're baking muffins or bread, try adding a handful of prunes or a spoonful of chia seeds to the mix. These little changes might seem minor, but they can add up to big results over time. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Another tip is to listen to your body. Everyone's digestive system is different, so what wonders for one person might not have the same effect for someone else. Pay attention to how your body responds to these foods. Do you notice a difference when you eat more fiber-rich foods like sweet potatoes or oats? Does drinking more water alongside chia seeds or flax seeds make a noticeable impact? By tuning into your body's signals, you'll start to figure out which foods and habits work best for you. And don't be afraid to experiment. There's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to health. Now, I know change isn't always easy, especially when it comes to something as personal as digestion. You might feel a bit overwhelmed by all the options we've discussed, but here's the good news. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start with 1 or 2 foods that sound appealing to you and build from there. Maybe this week, you focus on adding more kiwi to your snacks or swapping white rice for sweet potatoes at dinner. Next week, you can try sprinkling chia seeds into your smoothies or experimenting with flax seeds in your baking. Over time, these small shifts will become second nature, and you'll start to notice a real difference in how you feel. It's also important to remember that food isn't the only factor in maintaining healthy digestion. Staying active, managing stress, and getting enough sleep all play a role in keeping your body functioning at its best. Even something as simple as taking a daily walk can help stimulate your digestive system and keep things moving. Pairing these lifestyle habits with the foods we've talked about creates a powerful combination that supports not just your digestion, but your overall well-being. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with a little encouragement. It's easy to feel like certain aspects of aging are out of your control, but the truth is, you have more power than you might realize. Making thoughtful choices about what you eat and how you care for your body can have a profound impact on how you feel every single day. And while it's true that our bodies change as we get older, that doesn't mean we have to settle for discomfort or frustration. Small, consistent changes, like incorporating more fiber-rich foods, staying hydrated, and staying active, can make a world of difference. Before we go, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these foods before, or do you have a favorite that we didn't mention? Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. I'm sure other viewers would love to hear what's worked for you. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. We're here to provide practical, actionable advice to help you live your best life at any age. There's so much more to explore together, from boosting energy to supporting mental clarity, and I'd be honored to have you join us on this journey. Finally, I want to remind you of something important. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to wake up each day feeling light, energized, and ready to embrace whatever comes your way. With the right tools and a little patience, you can create habits that support your health and happiness for years to come. So here's to taking those small steps today that lead to big changes tomorrow. Here's to living your best life at any age. And most importantly, here's to you. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I'll see you in the next video.